Hello, Monterey Bay Christian School families. Here we are with a tutorial of what you should have all received, an email. I set up an account for myself to demonstrate this, and this came to my Gmail from Fax Management Company with an action needed alert to set up my account. If you click and open that email, you should see some information here, your customer ID in the new system, and a unique code that you may use, but should not necessarily need. But if you ever get to a point where it's asking for a unique code, you can use that. Otherwise, it has information here, paragraphs that describe what is happening, a video tutorial that you are watching right this moment. It's not here yet because I'm filming it right this moment. And then our updated registration form for the year. We didn't have everybody fill these out this year because we were updating this paragraph to match the new fax system. And so now we have those sentences in place, and then this form's ready to go. And really what you can do is everything's already set up. I mean, in terms of these things, we've already got our rates going. We've already established our plans. We just need to set it up in the new system. So if you click set up a payment plan, it should bring you right here. You would say, I need to create a new fax account. And you would put in your information. It's already preloaded, my address and everything else, my email address, my phone number. And you could say next. Here's where you'll set up your credentials, and you'll want to do those so that they work. Oh, I got to follow the rules on setting up that. You can see off to the right the rules on passwords. You can set up a phone PIN so that if you need to call or use that information, you have a phone PIN. I'm going to make up a name of my third grade teacher, and I'm going to make up a maiden name, and that brings you in, welcome, and you can click begin. And here's the account, and you could set up this information here. I certify that I'm the person here, that they're going to call me, and SMS text features. This is where you'll want to make sure you choose to set up payment reminders for yourself. It's going to send you payment reminders 4 days in advance of your coming payments. You'll choose that you want to use email for your correspondence, otherwise it would come to you by post, but you want to have your email correspondence turned on to make sure you're getting information. If anything's wrong here, you can edit it and update it. We'll click next. And look at that. There's my amount due already. We have already uploaded your students with their total amount for the year, having already taken into consideration the first month's payment, all percentages reduced, all deferred or preferred enrollment discounts, everything like that has already been taken into consideration. So we just moved over what will be the amount that's going to divide by 9 to give you your remaining 9 payments. And so from there, you can click next. And if you have multiple kids, they'll both be listed there. And here's where you're going to choose one of two options. You can just go ahead and pay this thing all right now, or rather on the first. You can just pay it all and not have to deal with this anymore. There's no longer a discount for doing so. That expired last month, but you could certainly do so just to get rid of the hassle. Or you can set yourself on a monthly plan. It's defaulting to 9. It's going to start you with September and take you through to May. So you have a September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and May payments. If I click that, I'm going to then be asked to set up either my bank information or my credit card information to have those draws come out. That's the amount that it's going to be, and there you go. That should be the correct monthly amount that you paid in August, just duplicate it again for September and forward. We are going to choose the first. However, if you're watching this past the enrollment date, because if you're watching this past August 30th, it's no longer going to let you choose the first, and you'll have to choose the 15th. And then you'll have to do something about that to make sure we move back toward the 1st for October and forward. We're just up against that tight window. 30th is only 6 days away from now. So we set up this option for those who come in after the 30th and are doing this, so you can make your payment for September. However, that will not be the date you will use ongoing. From the ongoing setup, you will choose the 1st, or if you accidentally choose the 15th from the ongoing menu, we will turn it off and change it back to the 1st as soon as we get this month done. So if you are coming in late 15th and then turning around on the 1st, that is going to be a little bit back to back, but of course you haven't had a payment since for a couple of weeks like normal, so it should be not a fiscal burden for anybody. Of course, if you just want to pay in full, it's the same options. If you choose that, and you choose next, it's now going to ask you what are you going to use. You could pick which one you're going to use. Notice that if you are going to use a credit card, this is the biggest part of the system. It's going to include a credit card processing fee or a debit card processing fee. If you set up your checking and savings account to do direct draws, there's no fee at all. And so you do not have to pay fees for this, nor are you paying a setup fee or an account fee or anything. The school has covered all of this, but the point of this is that the school is no longer covering the fee for convenience of credit card use. And that is a non-refundable charge, addition to your charge, and you're going to see the notices about that as you go. Of course, we encourage everybody to just do checking or savings accounts, and that would alleviate that, direct ACH draws. If you do that, it's going to ask you for your banking information. It's going to ask you for your account holder name, your bank, your account type, your routing number. Add a financial account is all here. And if we have different names and so on, you got information, pop-ups that will help you. If I go back, can I go back? If I go back to adding my account and choose credit card instead, you can see that page. And here it is. There's your account information for your credit card and your billing information and so on. When you come back from doing so, I didn't add anything. Let's go back. Then you'll be back at this screen, except for you'll be able to choose your account from the drop down because you had populated that information, and then you'll be able to click next. You'll see that it will ask for some kind of information one way or the other, and this is where I'm going to stop rather than putting in my personal information here, and I'm going to pick up on the next page in video part 2.